So the news of the last several days has been full of this story about a ship blocking the Suez Canal. Many of the stories have presented it as though it's proof that global supply chains are vulnerable and tenuous and we should be moving away from them. But in reality, the supply chains that exist around the globe, and part of the magic of the network nature of the global economy is that it enables numerous pathways between any 2 points on the global economy. So you could ship things around Africa if you wanted to. It takes longer, it's more expensive. You can ship things by air, which is also more expensive, it's faster. And so if we had seen the ship stuck in the Suez Canal for too much longer, we would have seen supply chains start to adjust in that way. It's also, however, a kind of flag that as we think about trade relationships and as we negotiate transatlantic trade agreement or renegotiate a trans-Pacific trade agreement, or as we work with our North American partners, we should be thinking about how we manage that global infrastructure and what needs to be done to make it more robust and less vulnerable to this kind of disruption. The Panama Canal has been greatly developed in the last 15 years with additional passageways and is much less vulnerable to this kind of disruption. And so as we think about negotiating across the Atlantic, negotiating across the Pacific, and in fact in relations with our North American neighbors, I believe the United States government ought to think about putting infrastructure on the agenda for trade agreements, because the infrastructure is crucial to the ability of the trade to take place. And it shouldn't be sort of catch as catch can. It shouldn't be something that just kind of we rely on it to happen, because obviously it doesn't happen spontaneously. So I think as we go forward, we put that on the agenda, we'll find ourselves in a much more robust place for global trade.